One in.
Act. You'll see.
I need to align these stuff.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
What more can you tell me about this place, Professor Rackham?
I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Revelio.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book? Revelio. 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 Lumos. Lumos. I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. I suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book. Incendio! Revelio.
You need to learn the pulse.
Accio.
Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Revelio. 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 Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Revelio.
Now, was it 2 pinches of Angelica or 3?
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio.
Hello, Lucan. I'm ready for practice.
Glad you're keeping at it. Shall I fetch the dummy?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Next time, perhaps.
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa.
Good one.
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Excellent form.
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio.
Keep trying.
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
That's it. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
Revelio.
I do get nervous when the owls fly into the ring.
The Chudley Cannon has gone.
Who do you think will fall from their broom?
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice like over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first... Fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece. Ground yourself at once.
This is brilliant! This'll take some getting used to.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
That wasn't too bad.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Made it! Oh, did anyone else see that?
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Gryffindor like you might be interested in a high-flying adventure?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it!
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And Meowlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Looks like we've already dismissed cars. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough! Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Good day to you. I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippen's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
Please meet me in the central corridor. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies. Distractions.
I'm not impressed.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Revelio. I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the Blasting Curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, but you should learn it. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the under... Act. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses.
Revelio.
But I think you'll find
Expelliarmus.
Fringo cast
Incendio.
travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it.
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, There's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominous, and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not... And yet...
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this...
I trusted you with knowledge of...
All right.
Ancient magic?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me?
That's what we're trying to...
And this ability... Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been... In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit... Spend as much time here as... And remember, when I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Revelio.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear...
Oh, hello.
I recognize that voice. Heard you... Did you just come from the Undercroft?
Actually, Sebastian brought me there, but he made it perfectly clear to keep quiet about it.
That rat! You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster, and I'm not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word.
Why should I trust you? You just betrayed Sebastian.
Please. I was trying to defend him. He was clear that this was a secret place, and I was to tell no one. He's a good friend.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend.
Ominous, I just meant that...
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Revelio.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right? I'm sorry the other students weren't more
That's kind of you. I suppose there are... I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common... My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want... Are you familiar with gobstones?
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have...
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone...
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of... I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio! Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Hello, Nellie.
The Daedalian...
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black, you should...
Why would I do?
Each key will... If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Revelio. Levioso.
Oi!
Revelio.
Can you help me? Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Levioso. Revelio. Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of
Revelio.
focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it.
Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as... I suggest you practice the... Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall
Lumos.
discuss its uses later. Let's move
Revelio.
on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Lumos.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just
Revelio.
take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor. Lumos.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder!
Lumos!
No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio! Revelio! Lumos. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio. What was that? Was that a golden stitch?
Perhaps you should summon
Accio.
your wits and find out.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. I hope that house elf can find us in here. Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did.
The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eye.
Oh, that explains
what I need.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify familiar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Accio. I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to... They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potions station. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class. Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room. I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Revelio. I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. You can conjure more than potions and herbology. Conjuration can be used to decorate. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor? Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Revelio.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to support. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room, if you'd like to cut...
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Revelio.
New face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Wheat.
Albert shop, and I've only just returned. Got a few rare U-weavers available, ember, wind wisps too.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I think we can all agree that what muggles lack in magical ability, they make up for in tea. Oh, great, specifically.
That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa, you seem to be a
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrade. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, an ideal situation, I could complete work on my first upgrade.
That sounds intriguing.
Thank you. It'll be... The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the... Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
I can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Whenever I'm feeling out of sorts, the first person I see is Percival Pippin.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you. Nice doing business with you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Revelio.
Hey you, Gryffindor.
Imelda Reyes? Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. Why is he roping? Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton?
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Gryffindor.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Success. Now that's more like it. Made it. Missed one. This'll take some getting used to. This is rather fun. Ha! Now that's more like it. That wasn't planned.
Glad to see I'm still the reigning champion. But what say you? Want to try again?
Ready when you are. Success. Ha! Now that's more like it. Made it. Ha! Now that's more like it. Did it. Brilliant. Success. Aha! Brilliant.
Ugh, that's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. Ugh, don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
If it thinks it's got half a chance, a werewolf would be on you like bow truffles to dossiers.
They were out the other day.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Wheats, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Ray's must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent, and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers...
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
Revelio.
More powerful than the dark. Or even love, I reckon.
Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos.
Revelio.
I should think a house elf doesn't work as hard as me.
Dark wizards are greedier than nifflers and...
It's a good thing we have auras.
Gromlet Gaunt was the sorted flame.
Unicorn blood will keep you alive, sir.
Lumos.
For years, my mother conjured anything like this. The one who was taken to high at the middle at night. Had a bit of a rude awakening in her first day at Hogwarts, but I should have known one.
Your brain doesn't fill up. You're entitled to your opinion. Doesn't mean... Agree?
I should say a bin.
Revelio.
Defending Hogsmeade against...
I was hoping to see...
You're back.
Wouldn't this...
Listen, Professor. So, Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten...
Rotten roast?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been...
Yes, and then...
Who on...
He was a student here long ago. I found the missing...
You found the
I did. Believe it or not.
Why am I not surprised?
I was hoping you'd say that. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And the portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Revelio.
To think it was beneath us all this time. there's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do? And you, my young friend, seen?
I do.
That you have come, the potential and the location, trials, do you recall?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark and we may already...
This is grave news.
I do.
Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more...
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Revelio. Revelio.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've
Lumos.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Clumsy little fool!
You may want to move. Marvelous strike!
Tiger! Presumption!
Intriguing place, Sanbakar's
Revelio.
tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not.
Can't we apparate pop?
We could, but we've no idea. More importantly, however, I'd like to... They've set up camp just ahead.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest
Revelio.
we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
I have a brother who works. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Incendio!
Quickly now.
Lumos.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis. Or, I suppose...
Passengers on list. Accio. Say your average stupid one.
I won't rest.
Revelio.
I've never seen a sword like it.
Leviosa! Confringo!
Over here!
Leviosa! Potato! Confringo!
Who's one less human to worry about?
Confringo!
I won't rest.
Confringo! Potato!
Is that the best you can do?
Leviosa!
An utterly pitiful mistake.
Revelio! Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Taste goblin silver.
Confringo!
You can't
Potato! Confringo!
Eh?
Why can't I hit you? Who do you think you are? Can't win.
Leviosa! Confringo!
You're the very villain. I won't rest until you're dead.
Leviosa!
Yeah!
Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy.
Revelio.
No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Revelio. Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. Incendio. Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. Revelio. Traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. Revelio. I know what to expect this time. Protego! Stupefy! Fringo! Stupefy! Incendio!
Revelio.
What have the Keepers planned for me?
Revelio.
These look familiar.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Was it Accio I used before?
Revelio. Revelio.
That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Revelio.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Revelio. Accio.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio. Accio. Accio. Accio.
More statues.
Protego.
Not making this easy on me.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
Accio.
I'll never get used to these floors. Lumos.
Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Accio.